crush this squishy thing. Hello, we'll be getting started in just a minute or so. Gonna be having some fun here on the Lannis. Gonna be doing missing, sinister storage, and that chain. Let's see. Oh, looks like we're kicking off here on Twitch. And we are live on the YouTubes. Hey, folks. VR talk going on in our Twitch chat. Pretty crazy. We live in the future. Hey, Todd. Hey, Fire. Hey, Wyatt Earp. Erlock and crew. Alright. Hello and welcome to the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream here on twitch.tv/DDO stream and youtube.com/DungeonsandDragons/live. I'm DDO's Community Manager Cordovan. Now you guys got me confused. Anyway, how you doing? We're live on Thalanis. We're going to be running the Missing and its ilk, that quest chain with the Saltire District. I'm on my level 17 wizard. He's a gnome wizard. He dual wields flowers. That does damage and such. Generally electric spect, force spect. He rocks. And we're going to do this on Elite. Thank you for being here. We have got Crystal Cove going on through the weekend, through July 10th. We have got a bonus kicking off on Thursday, plus 30% Guild Renown and double Daily Dice XP, so save those gold rolls. Which I should probably take my own advice and not do my gold roll. But I'll take that. Alright, you guys ready to give this a shot? Should be flowers and broccoli. See, I like it. You can dual wield flowers. They're glamored flowers. Basically, I just got just some kind of spellcaster implement things for force spell power, that kind of thing. But hey, since I could, why not, right? I am an Eldritch Knight too, so I do actually do a little bit of swinging of the sword, but not a whole lot. I'd love to get your questions in the chat room if you want to ask them to me. I can't promise an answer, but I can promise I'll do my best. I'll actually get to that question that I see in chat in just a second. Yeah, Jerry's fine. Cordo's fine. I really don't care. There was a funny thread recently where someone was like, how do you say your name? And I'm like, you mean the correct way or the way I say it? What can I say? I don't know. It's how it sounds to me, right? You don't matter. Call me whatever you want. I know it's a dangerous thing to say. Alright, so the Guild Renown in the Cove didn't drop any, by the way. Not quite sure what you mean. When you kill a mob in Crystal Cove, if you get Guild Renown for it, then you should be seeing your Guild Renown go up, unless maybe your guild has hit its limit for the day. I don't know if I've got a good answer for you. I guess bug it if you could. I'm not quite sure what's up there. Double daily dice XP and plus 30% guild renown.
A scrap of paper inside the book reads, Bill of Sale. 1 dozen school children in good condition. Shipped to Mr. Smythe. Payment on delivery.
Do I like the Deep Dome Dance 1 or Dance 2 more? Oh, I don't know, man. That's a tough question. You're asking the hard questions today. I kind of favor Dance 2, just because I think it's funny. But Dance 1's really good, too. I kind of think you can't go wrong either way. Our animator really knocked it out of the park. IMO. Redances. Is Mockduck still alive? Oh, well, so this character's named Mockduck, but he isn't the Mockduck. The Mockduck is actually been renamed, and is the other character on the server, Sekihan. So, yes? But yes, he is absolutely still around and still has his own lore thing going and what have you. Alright. Yep, Mockduck the Cleric. Okay, here's what I was looking for. Lawful Eye asks, can you tell me about the rework/update of Monk and Favored Soul? Quote, in Update 33. Unsure on the exact timing of it. Monk will be something that we're going to try to have at least some of in Update 32. You know, we're not doing a full class pass. It's going to be done like in stages, right? And I think at least one of the enhancement trees may be in Update 32. I mean, basically it's going to be released when it's ready. If we have it ready in time for U32, that would be awesome. You'll have to just kind of see how things progress on the Mania as to whether or not we get it in Update 32 or perhaps a little bit after that. Ooh, Turbulent Epi. Nice. Stuck. There we go. So, but in terms of what's going to be worked on, the current plan is to focus on... Oh, where is Peeps? There we go. The current plan is to basically rework, I think, 2 of the enhancement trees. And then we're going to be working on hand wraps. But that's not all going to be for Update 32 or any specific update at this point. It'll sort of be out when it's out. Hopefully we can get it to you sooner rather than later, but, you know, we'll see. Shouldn't we be going the other way? I usually just go around. There we go. No. There we go. Cool. Erlach notes it looks like our second part of the Caneth crafting discussion is up on the forums. Looks like that just happened here a little bit before the live stream, so let me check see what we got. Cool. Alright, it's right there. Looking good. Gives a nice little overview as to where we're currently sitting on Caneth crafting, and perhaps if there's time at the end of the stream here, I can go over that thread with you guys just a little bit. Oh. Forgot this can be pretty tricky on Oh, did we not speak to the guy to get the mark? I did check into the issue, if I recall correctly, eschew components in that one scenario is basically using special ingredients when it should be using regular, and is... Or actually, how did that work again? I'm trying to think on the top of my head now. It said it required special ingredients instead of regular ingredients for regular spells, is that correct? Yeah, I did look into that, and I sent in a bug on it. There we go. Where is my hit point bar? Oh, it's on the window here. Let me move it up. There we go. I don't need hit points. No, I do. I need hit points. Did warlocks get nerfed in recent times? Just curious. I don't think any recent times. We did do a little bit of scaling back after we released them, what, about a year or so ago. But nothing since then.
The final entry in the diary reads, "This Smythe fellow is involved in questionable activities, but I'll use the Borson name to keep the guards away, so long as he keeps sending platinum my way. In any case, no one will notice the disappearance of some common street rabble."
Going down this way. Up the stairs in here.
Intense cold begins to emanate from pale fire, shrouding the hound in a deadly shield of frostfire.
There we go. Ah. Let's see. So yeah, got some new stuff to read on the forums. Re-Caneth Crafting. Speaking of that. Pretty ironic. I think I actually just told someone on the forums today, it's coming. By coming, I mean here. Remnant? Yeah, I wasn't wrong. Yeah, you're right. Already looted it. Let's see. Is there a vendor who sells plus 25 spell power potions? I don't think so, right? Any news on the lore project that I got you curious on, Jerry? Oh, regarding the continuation / conclusion of the Titan storyline, if I recall. No, I haven't had a chance to look it up. Sorry. Alright, we're going into the side room here. Thanks for reminding me about it, though. I'll have to look into that again. Put it on my to-do list. Ah. People are discussing how OP warlocks are in the chat. I don't know. I'll leave that up to you guys.
The last entry in the account book reads, 8 dozen sturdy iron cages, warranted to hold prisoners, ordered by Mr. Smythe and paid in full.
Well, at least he paid for them. Bum, 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 bum. Oops. Ah, man. There we go. So potion of spell power, alchemical bonus, generation. Oh, it's a commendation or valor turn in. Okay, cool. So yes, they are available through a vendor, the commendation vendor. That would be in the. Hello, Mind Flayer Mage. Go. That's the problem. I don't know. It looks like people are scattered a little bit. Make sure you're coming on back so we can fight as a group. So many taken. Alright, we go. Where's that guy? There we go. Want to do the optional here first, or do you want to do the other section? Actually, it looks like we still have three people to mark, huh? Alright. Oh, really? Quillian Barrows, an object desire, sells several plus 25 spell power potions. Very cool. Good advice, Sherlock. Thanks for that one. I have not died so far. I've come close a couple of times. Yep. But I have not yet died. Okay, got to find the peoples. Where are you, peoples? Let's see. Yep, there's one. Alright, one person left to find. You know, people over the years have accused of several different classes of being totally OP. It's, you know, not to invalidate that concern or anything, but just to say that, you know, things do ebb and flow in that regard. So, there we go. There's our last person.
You have applied all the marks.
Alright, there we go. Now we'll head back, we'll do the optional section, and then we'll go to the final fight. The spell power potions from the Commendations of Valor turn-in last 10 minutes. Those from House P are for specific elements and such, and are 3 minutes. Basically, they're the old efficacy potions, I think, right? That have been retrofitted to be spell power now. So that would explain that. But they are for plat, so, you know. Makes it fairly desirable there. You know, if we were to hear enough overwhelming desire on the part of the community that we need to do something about Warlock, that's something we could certainly take into consideration. You know, our own DPS tests certainly put Warlock as a very strong class. Are there others that are as strong? I think so. But they are certainly up there. Alright, you guys ready? Will the new legendary quests be difficult on Elite? I really do not want to see legendary Elite quests being soloed so easily. I would think that the answer would be yes. Legendary Elite tends to be our most difficulty. As to if you're personally able to solo all of our current Legendary Elite content, I guess I'd say that you're in pretty good shape. I don't know that that's a typical experience. But that's awesome. But yes, I do think that, that will certainly be as difficult as those quests are going to get. Legendary Elite mobs should all be champions. I think there might be some people on the forums who disagree with you on that one. I'd say that there's a good chance that they're more likely to be champions, though. In general. Yeah, that three-finger THAAD of airship amenities has been broken for a long time now. Some of the vendors aren't hooked up correctly. I like the Warforged hat. I remember back when this first came out, or it was in development, rather, someone said in one of our kind of preview meetings, we have get together as a team to kind of look at upcoming content and things. And I remember back at the time they're like, he's a disguised beholder, and he's disguised because he's wearing a hat. I always thought that was great. Nobody can tell if he's got a hat on.
Destroyed the creature responsible for snatching people from the streets of the Saltire district. But who is this odd beholder working for?
Insanity!
And what is the purpose of the creatures known as the Taken? One investigation is complete, but another is just
sword in the game. Awesome. Lawful Eye says current underpowered classes are Monk and Favorite Soul. I think that that's probably a pretty accurate statement. They offer great benefits on their own, but in terms of the DPS sort of chart, they're certainly down there. And that's something we're aware of. That's why we're going to be working on Monk and Favorite Soul, and in future updates. Like I say, we're working on Monk next, as we speak. I don't know that how much of it's going to be ready for update 32, how much will be ready for future updates. I think that's still kind of up in the air. But there is definitely a plan to do some work on those enhancements. Okie dokie. Sinister storage. Random question of the day by Todd Shy W. Does anyone actually like beholders? Yes. Are you kidding me? Beholders are awesome. Beholders are the best. Such an iconic part of D&D. Are the Necropolis expansions, not expansions, but are the Necropolis adventure packs ever going to be on sale as a pack again, or only as 4 parts? I think it's going to stay 4 parts, for now at least. I don't actually remember it ever being a 4-pack. Did we do that? I guess we must have. But that's not really something I remember being the case. But that would be, again, a bundle thing in the store. The current DDO store does not support bundles, and it would need to be a bundle to bundle all 4 of those packs together. Fire the Dragon Leader says, I just want to know if hand wraps will be fixed this year. You know, we don't want to commit to a time frame on any of that sort of thing, but odds are decent.
From the depths of the warehouse, you can clearly... A man upon the upper walkway begins ranting at the workers below.
Who let these people in here? I thought I paid good money for security. Get rid of them, now!
Join me in my wall of fire. Not worth the pay. It's true. It's not wrong. Ham bombs are different than Kargon's tasty ham. Yes. The ham barrels are not the same. They do, however, explode and cause tasty ham to fall.
Ah! I have better minions at my disposal. They will easily dispose of you lot.
They would easily dispose of you.
Morley chuckles from the balcony.
A miner's setback. I have plenty more taken to kill you with.
And this time, they'll have friends.
Got quite the disco party going on. Oops. Should really get rid of that acid splash. I don't even know why it's in my hot bar. I was fighting something that was vulnerable to it, that's why. I can't remember why it's even there. Hey, alright. See, I'm helping.
Morley shouts,
I'm losing patience with you lot! Just die already!
Why won't you die? Yeah. Oh man, there's been this great conversation. I mean, the conversation was about the upcoming D&D movie, but it's also kind of expanded the conversation into sort of 80s fantasy films and that on the forums in recent days. And man, there's one thing I enjoy talking about. It's like 80s fantasy movies, you know, Dragon Slayer and Crawl and all that kind of good stuff. It's been an enjoyable thread to read. If you want to reminisce about the good old days of... Good old days? I guess you could call it that. Back when movies were cheesy, the special effects were bad. Not really. As a matter of fact, I was just watching the original Clash of the Titans just recently. The old 1980 version. And, you know, it's got its issues or whatever, but that animation work by Ray Harryhausen is so cool. So cool. Javor says, Krull was not good, you're wrong. Krull is awesome. I mean, you know, it's not Fellini's 8.5. It's not, Saving Private Ryan. Come on, man. The glaive. The quicksand, the cool encounters. It's awesome. I'm actually a really big fan of Dragon Slayer, if any of you saw that one from back in the day. It's a really good-looking dragon, especially for the time. And it's a plot that actually still holds up pretty well. But we see an NPC guild vendor in Evening Star, like potions/heal scrolls. If we did, it would not be a guild vendor per se. You know, that's an Eberron thing. There are no airships, for example, in the Forgotten Realms. That Game of Thrones finale, I haven't seen it. I don't have HBO. I don't have cable. I'm waiting for it to all come out on Blu-ray. That's how I've been watching it. So I hate to say it, Crexus, but I'd say the odds of getting a guild vendor in Evening Star are pretty slim. Give us a rune arm called Boomstick. Yes. Yes. I've heard nothing but great things about the finale of Game of Thrones this year. I'm sure it's amazing. I mean, I'm a book nerd, right, for Game of Thrones, so you have to sort of be willing to accept that the plots are going to branch in different directions. But assuming you can do that, which I could, no problem.
Concealed panels along the walls slide back and
Good
disgorge
stuff there.
Morley's brainwashed cohorts.
It was really amusing the other day. I was talking with some people about Game of Thrones, and it came up the old Wizards and Warriors TV show from the 80s. And what's pretty interesting about it, I mean, whatever, say what you will about the show, but it was pretty funny when you think about kind of how it has some things in common with Game of Thrones, like in terms of sort of the drama and politics and all that. And when you go and look at the when you go and look at the old footage, you'll be like, wow, that's pretty funny. It's got like it's like kind of like Game of Thrones 1980 version. It's pretty great.
Glistening Zorian cocoons line the floors, walls, and ceiling. Each containing
Yeah, Civic Spoon, Kenneth crafting thread. That's pretty cool. I'm glad we're able to get that to the community here today. It's been in the works for a little while. We bounced it off some of the Players' Council not that long ago. So it's nice to see that here.
There must be more cocoons to create the number of taken that have been reported in the city. Morley must have another hidden laboratory somewhere nearby.
Did you guys take care of all the cocoons in that other room? I assume you did.
The familiar stench of the storm-reached sewers staggers you for a moment. Fresh boot prints can be seen in the dust past the doorway. This must be the way Morley fled. These rusted pipes are too narrow for you to squeeze past.
I
Given
know.
their apparent fragility, they may come apart after a few stout blows. Raised drawbridges at opposite sides of the room stand at attention, just waiting for the proper levers to be thrown.
Trying to remember. Oh yeah, here we go. People doing video card talk in our chat room. I don't know about video cards. That stuff's all Greek to me. I like the expensive one. It's fancier than the cheaper one. It has more numbers on it. It has 20% more graphics. One thing I like about this quest is there is a plethora of shrines. If you're a caster type, you can go a little nuts in here.
Although you see stagnant water at the bottom of this pipe, there is no ladder down. It would appear you are going swimming.
Yay, swimming. How's folks' summer's been? Pretty good? It's been good here. I had a great time. If you're an American, did you go see your fireworks? Took my 4-year-old to fireworks over the weekend. He had a blast. It's such a fun time to be able to take a young kid to see fireworks. You know, it's so, I mean, who doesn't like fireworks, right? But when you're at that age in particular, it's just so amazing. The sort of excitement is infectious. Ooh, 63 remnants.
Emanate from behind this
Nice.
locked door. It doesn't sound like the Taken, but it does sound quite unpleasant.
Oh, I thought I had... Okay, destroyed it. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. Nope, let's flush the stone. Alright. Ranger, Barbarian, Thief, Acrobat. So fireworks are technically illegal in Massachusetts in terms of being able to launch them yourselves, but sure do see a lot of people launching them. It's been all this noise every night. It's like, I guess they're illegal, kind of. Are they illegal if no one ever enforces it? I don't know. Some good remnants here today.
Smashing the cocoons has reduced Morley's ability to transform innocent people into the Taken.
Oh, there you go. Okie dokie. Got that, got that, got that. Looking good. People launching mortars here in the suburbs. Yeah, I know, that's what it's like, right? See, I never did that. I mean, I guess a couple bottle rockets and that, back when I lived in a state that allowed them. But those big fireworks are so expensive, right? Leave it up to our tax dollars to pay for it. Or private funding, however your local municipality takes care of it, I don't know. So you're probably hearing probably a bunch of people checking their cell phones right now, probably saying, "Ah, I got a message." My cell phone's dinging. That's true. See, out in the country in Minnesota, it's totally different too, right? Do we have an ETA on update 32? Not exactly. You know, typical schedule that we do will be pretty consistent. So if I were to guess, I'd say we'll probably hit something on the Mania by certainly mid-August at the latest, I think. Could very well be earlier, though. The boundary waters are awesome. Yes, they are. See, you're like saying in Wisconsin, we just used to use 8 gauges. Yeah, in Wisconsin, they are like their fireworks there. That's for sure. When will we introduce psionic classes to the game? No immediate plans to do that. It would be a pretty big system to add psionics to DDO. Am I a hipster? I don't consider myself a hipster. Oh, Wizardman says, "You'll be happy to know that a summer intern confirmed that I am, in fact, a nerd, not a hipster ironically posing as a nerd." This is true. I can't be a hipster. I don't have the money to be a hipster. I wouldn't buy a $5 latte. Nah, I'm just joking. It's fine. I like hipsters. I like people who express themselves creatively. I think it's amusing. Riding their big one-wheeled bikes. Wearing bowler hats. I don't even know. Oh, man.
This downspout has no ladder down the shaft. Once you go in, there's no way back up. You have caught up with Morley Blode, but he is not alone. The psychic projection of a mind flayer stands over him.
You all used to go canoeing on the lower St. Croix. Someone mentions that in our chat room. It's a fun place. They have these like kind of camping spots set along the river, right? So you can just sort of get into a canoe or whatever, load up a tent, canoe down the river a ways, find an open camping spot, pull up for the night, get up in the morning, pack up, keep going down the river, etc., etc. It's a really good time. I think it's pretty popular now, so I think it's a little harder to get in there than it was back in, you know, a while ago. But it's still, it's a really cool place. One of my favorites, actually.
Destroyed, and the Mind Flayer mastermind who commanded them both has been revealed.
Ooh, someone's got an infused chaos robe. It's cool. Neato. Alright, so that's going to do it with the live stream here. I'm going to get you guys a Turbine point code a little bit later on in the afternoon today for joining me. Appreciate you guys joining me. We ran this on Elite. No deaths. Well, no deaths except for a few during that first section. I didn't die, though, and that counts for something. Uh-huh. And up next is In the Flesh. Perhaps we can run that next week, or maybe on Friday. So I will be back on Friday at noon for Friday afternoon. And at 4 o'clock today, we have DDO as she is played. I think Titan should be on around 9 o'clock. Yeah. And you can find our full schedule over on twitch.tv/DDOstream. Thanks for joining me on YouTube. Thanks for joining me on Twitch. Appreciate you joining us. Stick around in our chat room. We're going to do a bit of a code giveaway. And we'll talk to you again soon. Have fun. See ya.